It's 3 p.m. and time for the Daily Community Briefing. Team coverage of the latest local news important to you. Now let's head to the Wallingford Broadcasting Studios for the Daily Community Briefing.
Good afternoon and welcome into your Daily Community Briefing. I'm Michael Watkins here with you live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9. Here on our newscast today, we've got lots to get to, including an interview with Jason Bowles, the director of the marching band at Estill County High School, about the incident that occurred on Monday. We have another recap of the RIchmond Review, which occurred last week, about the Halloween guidelines that have been put forth by the city of Richmond. And we've got the incidence rate. Estill County back in the red. We'll tell you about that later on in our newscast, which is brought to you by Bishop's Small Engine Repair, your home for all the best outdoor power equipment like Cub Cadet. Check out their curbside shopping on North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We're also brought to you by Affordable Service Solutions, heating and air. When your AC stops cooling, call Brian with Affordable Service Solutions at 859-779-0122. And Bluegrass, Marble, and Granite of Richmond at 635 and a half Big Hill Avenue. Let Bluegrass, Marble, and Granite take care of all your remodels or fabrication needs. In our lead story today, on Monday, we reported about the incident involving a drunk driver in the Estill County band practice that could have, if not for the heroic efforts of Estill County band director Jason Bowles, ended a lot worse. I spoke to Jason yesterday about the incident and the events leading up to it, and he also talks about the hardest part about being a band director during this pandemic.
Sure, Michael. We have our normal rehearsals Tuesdays and Thursdays. We actually had, because of the fall break schedule, we had rehearsal on Monday nights. We usually have a 3-hour rehearsal, and everything was going as planned. I kind of got notified by my assistant that there was some type of a disturbance in the area where the parents normally congregate. I think it was just, he said it was an individual arguing with one of the other parents. We were in the process of discussing what to do about that situation and how we might be able to handle it. When we noticed the vehicle that the gentleman was sitting in actually roll over an embankment from a parking spot onto our practice field in the middle of rehearsal. It was heading right in the direction of where our percussion section was set up rehearsing. There was no time to really think about what to do. I was in the general, proximity, so basically I took off running towards the vehicle. The only thing I could think of was this vehicle has got to stop before the unthinkable happens. When I got to the vehicle that was still rolling, I was pounding on the passenger side window, just trying to get the guy to stop, and luckily, fortunately, the vehicle did come to a stop. That's when I ran to the other side, the driver's side. I was kind of afraid that when he was confronted that, in the state that he was in, he may try to run, which meant he would probably just, hit the accelerator, and then we would have a much different news story to be talking about.
Yeah.
If that were the case. But luckily, I was able to get him out of the vehicle. I got him to the ground and was able to hold him there until the police came just a few minutes later. So quite the ordeal, and yes, you're correct. This is a first for me in my career.
What's going through your mind? I mean, I know you had to react very quickly, but when you look back on this, what was going through your mind whenever all this kind of occurred? Did you have time to even think about what was going on?
I didn't, and thinking back, I listened to other conversations. The parents said that they were like screaming and yelling. Well, I didn't hear a thing. It was just like I don't know. I have no idea how to explain it. Yeah, I just ran straight to it, and the only thing in my mind was that I just had to find a way to stop the vehicle.
Well, Jason, I know again you've been the band director for a long time, and this band over at Estill County has won a lot of awards. They've been at the state tournament a lot of times. You've had a lot of success over there with this program. What's it been like during this pandemic and being a band director? What's the biggest difference compared to a normal year?
The biggest difference is there has been no opportunity for competitions. Typically this time of the year we're traveling every Saturday to all the different schools around the state and preparing for regional and state, which will be coming up very soon. And that wasn't an option. They canceled our state finals early on, before any schools or districts decided anything. That's been the biggest difference. But I'm glad you asked, because it's always kind of been our philosophy to try to find positive in everything. And with all of the obstacles and insanity, especially this week that we've dealt with, these kids have found a way, to keep going. Their positive attitude and work ethic, they're out there doing what they love to do. And to be quite honest with you, for nothing. If there's no end product, there's no end performance, so to speak. There's not a state champion, so to speak. So somehow, they've been able to push through and persevere through all of this, negativity and adversity. And it's amazing. It's unfortunate for our seniors, clearly, because they basically lost the season, but they've also proven to be positive leaders in this crazy, crazy time.
Well, for folks that, follow the band very closely, and we have it all the time, people asking us, hey, show the band, and when we're doing ball games and stuff like that. Will there be an opportunity later on this year for people to come out and possibly see the band perform, even whether it's social distance or sitting in your car? Will there be a chance for folks to come see that?
I've discussed this a little bit with our principal and athletic director. Our goal is, at this time, and again, things could change. It's a very fluid situation, but the home Powell County game, whenever that is, our plan or our goal is to be able to have something to present at that game. Now, I'm sure there will be a different, process as to how the spectators see it, but that's the plan. That's something that we're working toward, and hopefully we'll be able to get something together.
Thanks, Jason. And again, the band later on this year will be trying to put together a concert for folks to make it out to. Well, according to Secretary of State Michael Adams, around 60,000 people cast a ballot on Tuesday, the first day of early in-person voting. Adams said, I really couldn't be happier with how things went on the first day, October 13th. I waited for about 30 minutes myself in Jefferson County, but pretty quickly those lines were taken care of and people got in and got out. Election officers at some polling locations also saw a steady turnout on Wednesday. Along with all the in-person ballots cast, over 650,000 voters in Kentucky have requested an absentee ballot, but no results will be released until the polls close on November 3rd. We do not want to report any results until the polls are closed. We don't even count the results until the polls are closed. We process the ballots as they come in, but we don't hit the button that tells us the count until the polls close, said Adams. That way, everybody can be confident that there's no leakage of information before people are done voting. Voters can vote in person Monday through Saturday up until Election Day. 6 days for 3 weeks. You can go vote, said Adams. You don't need an excuse or an appointment. However, this is the first election where Kentucky's new voter ID law is in effect. It requires people to show a photo ID to vote. Well, many people and organizations are doing their part in helping to raise awareness for breast cancer, and the Madison Central and Madison Southern volleyball teams are no exception. Madison Central volleyball coach Elizabeth Morrow says that anyone who would like to make a donation in memory or in honor of a cancer victim may do so at the school of their choosing. The Mad Pink game was last week in a game that we aired here for you on WBON TV, and the rewards or the money taken in for that game all go to the Mike's Kid Scholarship Fund, which is set up in honor of former Madison County Superintendent Michael Caudill. Morrow added that people should make checks payable to Madison Central with pink volleyball in the memo section and mail it to Madison Central High School, care of Finance at 705 North 2nd Street in Richmond, or if they'd like to mail the check to Madison Southern. Again, it doesn't matter which school you donate to, all the funds will go to the Mike's Kids Scholarship Foundation. For those who would like to mail a check to Madison Southern High School, write the check to Madison Southern with pink volleyball on the memo line and mail to Madison Southern High School, Attention Finance at 279 Glades Road in Berea. The teams have combined to raise $844 thus far, courtesy of the Mad Pink game, but are still accepting donations through the end of October and are trying to reach a goal of $1,000. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office reports arresting Amberly May, age 21, of Maple Grove Road in London early Thursday morning. The arrest occurred on Monument Lane in London after deputies observed a vehicle weaving on the roadway and conducting a traffic stop. During the stop, deputies reported a strong odor of marijuana emitting from the vehicle. Additional deputies arrived at the scene to assist on the investigation, and the large amount of suspected methamphetamine, approximately 49 grams, was allegedly discovered along with digital scales and marijuana. Deputies noted that they found some drugs between 2 children in the back seat of the vehicle. 3 total children were in the vehicle whose age was 2 years, 13 years, and 14 years old. May was charged with trafficking in a controlled substance, methamphetamine, trafficking in marijuana, possession of drug paraphernalia, 3 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor, and she was lodged in the Laurel County Correctional Center. It's now time for our first commercial break. When we come back, we've got some updates here on the city of Richmond, including an update from City Manager Rob Meinrich on the Halloween guideline that's coming up next on your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON-TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cupcadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today, with no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
The Habitat Restores of Clark and Madison County are back open and accepting donations at both locations. The donations help to build homes for someone in need in your community. If you'd like to schedule a pickup, just contact the store closest to you. Donate, shop, or volunteer with the Habitat for Humanity of Clark and Madison County.
Be on the lookout for things that go bump in the night this Halloween, as AMG Network is broadcasting a special Night of Fright double feature on October 31st. This special presentation will begin with the film that has made people second guess going to summer camp for 40 years, Friday the 13th. Hitch a ride to Camp Crystal Lake, but beware. The locals around the area claim that the camp is cursed following the mysterious death of a young camper. If you thought you were safe at home, think again, because the double feature continues with a movie that revolutionized the horror genre, Paranormal Activity. Follow the terrifying journey of a happy couple who have just moved into their new home, only to find out they have a ghostly house guest. Tune in to Richmond's very own Channel 9 at 8 p.m. for the start of the double feature with the special drive-in movie presentation of Friday the 13th, followed by Paranormal Activity at 10 p.m.
At the Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies, we make it our mission to care for all of your pharmacy needs as quickly and conveniently as possible. Whether you need a prescription filled, an immunization, or help with an over-the-counter need, our pharmacists are here to help. Both of our Estill County locations offer text and call reminders, automatic refills, and medication synchronization, and are equipped with drive-thrus. All of these services help us save you time and make sure you always have the medication you need. Stop in or give us a call today.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
Here at WBON-TV, we are very happy to be bringing the local news, weather, sports, community events, and conversations to you very soon on Richmond's new TV station, VHF Channel 9. While we continue installing equipment and expanding our facilities to officially launch this new media service to you, let us know where you're watching. Email us at information@wbontv.com and tell us if you're watching over the air, on cable, and what you think of the programming. Exciting things coming soon to Richmond's very own Channel 9.
We are back on your daily community briefing, level 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV Channel 9, brought to you today by Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. They have the best aftercare in the business. When every detail counts, remember Davis & Powell Funeral Home, an always growing children's resale store in Berea, just down from Berea Ace Hardware in the strip mall. Every Tuesday and Thursday, which is today, they will buy your children's gently worn clothes. Well, the City of Richmond has recently received $2.5 million in reimbursements for expenses related to COVID-19. The Kentucky Department for Local Government approved the City of Richmond's application and administered the funds for reimbursement. The City of Richmond is grateful that during these times, which are unusual for us all, that those who make our laws and administer them have made it possible to reimburse the unexpected expenses the city has incurred during this time, said Mayor Robert Blythe. The funds were made available through the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Securities Act, or CARES Act, for local governments with expenses related to the ongoing pandemic. 98% of the $2.5 million goes toward covering public safety during this pandemic. The other 2% goes toward personal protective equipment, or PPE, for employees and technology that is used for virtual meetings, City Manager Rob Meinrich added. During the City Commission's October 13th meeting, the Commission voted to approve applying for the remaining $81,000 in CARES Act reimbursement that have been made available through the Department for Local Government. In other Richmond City news, recently on the last Richmond Review podcast, Rob Meinrich and City Commissioners spoke out on the shutdown of Richmond due to COVID-19 and also the restrictions that are coming with Halloween. Guys, welcome in, and a lot going on here in the city of Richmond right now, Rob.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's a fun time. It's a challenging time, but of course with the COVID-19, we're finding out, that we have to adapt on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
But I think we as a city and our county government and Berea as well have all worked together and done a good job of changing along the way. So
yeah, and this commission too. I mean, you look over the last couple of years and everything that's been going on, all the hard work you guys have put in, and then you throw this pandemic in. It's been a lot harder on you guys, Ed.
Oh yeah, we were moving so well up till February, and then everything just come to a screeching halt. And but credit to Rob Meinrich and the rest of the people at City Hall, because they adapted and we just started moving forward again.
Mike, what's been the hardest part, other than not being able to, to hang out with Ed all the time and have fun? What's been the hardest part of all this?
Wait a minute, it's not fun.
Well, I think the changes, because they're coming so quick and numerous changes, and we have to adapt to them, especially with COVID and taking care of the city. And we are a progressive, moving forward group of people on the commission, the city manager and our mayor, and we just don't like sitting still, so we're going to do what we can to move this city forward.
And I think that's been something that everybody has witnessed over the last couple of years. And then last night, it was announced the guidelines for Halloween. Marissa, if you want to talk about those for us?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited because I'm a huge October fan. Don't know about you guys. And, a lot of other nearby governments, county, city, otherwise have just kind of canceled Halloween. But, however, we are going to move forward, correct, with a few little adjustments.
That
Rob, do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, it's going to be October 31st from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We are advising everybody that they need to follow the state guidelines that were put out, which does include such things as instead of handing candy out, you set it on tables for the kids to come by and pick up. Obviously, the social distancing. If you don't want to participate in trick-or-treating, turn off your porch light. That's kind of a signal that you aren't participating in the festivities. But, this is just another example of how we've had to adapt. And to go back what Michael said earlier, we had all this momentum coming in February, had to take a 180 with our budget process, and I got to hand it to our staff in the city and our mayor and commissioners for their leadership, because we've had to adapt accordingly and done a pretty good job of it.
Well, one thing that I think too, if you see people on Facebook, and everybody's got an opinion on Facebook, you wanted ball games, you got ball games, but again, you have to follow the guidelines. You want Halloween? Well, we have Halloween, and we're trying to do it as safe as possible. So, you know, complaining is easy to do on Facebook, but listen, this is no matter, every decision that is made during this pandemic is a difficult one. There's no easy decisions. So you do what you can. We are going to have Halloween. We're just going to do it in a safe way, as safe as we possibly can. Let's do it. Let's do our part, and let's try to get through this and still enjoy Halloween. To me, the kids, I mean, I've got a 3-year-old little girl. She's not going to know a difference. I mean, It's still Halloween to her. She's still going to get some candy, and hopefully I'll get some of it. That's all that matters.
I'm sure you'll steal most of it. Now, I did want to mention, you guys also worked with the county government and with Berea City to reach this discussion. How did you all collaborate for that?
Well, we have weekly meetings anyway, COVID-19 meetings between the three governments, which also involve the hospitals and all the other leaders in the county, which have been very productive and keep us on the same page. But the Halloween decision was one that was made between the two mayors and the county judge executive, and they included their council members, magistrates, and our commissioners. The county government and the Richmond city government didn't have to vote on it. As long as our guys agreed to do it, we could go ahead and do it. But Berea Council had to vote on it last night. So once they voted on it, we went ahead and put a press release out. But it was good joint decision between the three governments.
And again, you can go back and watch the entire Richmond Review up on the WBON TV Facebook page from last Wednesday. It's now time for our second commercial break. When we come back, we'll tell you more about Estill County being back in the red for the current incidence rate. That's coming up next on your daily community briefing. We're live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Kokudet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
Get the money you need now. Apply for a home equity line of credit at Cumberland Valley National Bank today. With no payments for 6 months and low rates. There's never been a better time to tap into your home's equity.
The Habitat Restores of Clark and Madison County are back open and accepting donations at both locations. The donations help to build homes for someone in need in your community. If you'd like to schedule a pickup, just contact the store closest to you. Donate, shop, or volunteer with the Habitat for Humanity of Clark and Madison County.
Be on the lookout for things that go bump in the night this Halloween, as AMG Network is broadcasting a special Night of Fright double feature on October 31st. This special presentation will begin with the film that has made people second guess going to summer camp for 40 years, Friday the 13th. Hitch a ride to Camp Crystal Lake, but beware. The locals around the area claim that the camp is cursed following the mysterious death of a young camper. If you thought you were safe at home, think again, because the double feature continues with a movie that revolutionized the horror genre, Paranormal Activity. Follow the terrifying journey of a happy couple who have just moved into their new home, only to find out they have a ghostly house guest. Tune in to Richmond's very own Channel 9 at 8 p.m. for the start of the double feature with the special drive-in movie presentation of Friday the 13th, followed by Paranormal Activity at 10 p.m.
At the Estill Clinic and Urban Healthcare Pharmacies, we make it our mission to care for all of your pharmacy needs as quickly and conveniently as possible. Whether you need a prescription filled, an immunization, or help with an over-the-counter need, our pharmacists are here to help. Both of our Estill County locations offer text and call reminders, automatic refills, and medication synchronization, and are equipped with drive-thrus. All of these services help us save you time and make sure you always have the medication you need. Stop in or give us a call today.
When you need professional assistance, White & Associates Certified Public Accountants and Consultants of Richmond can help you, providing professional services to individuals, small business, self-employed proprietors, corporations, municipal, governmental, and not-for-profit organizations. White & Associates provides individualized services for taxes, audits, business startup, consulting, financial services, payroll, and bookkeeping. Visit the website for more information and to see the local testimonials. White & Associates, PSC, 1407 Lexington Road, Richmond.
Here at WBON-TV, we are very happy to be bringing the local news, weather, sports, community events, and conversations to you very soon on Richmond's new TV station, VHF Channel 9. While we continue installing equipment and expanding our facilities to officially launch this new media service to you, let us know where you're watching. Email us at information@wbontv.com and tell us if you're watching over the air, on cable, and what you think of the programming. Exciting things coming soon to Richmond's very own Channel 9.
Briefing. Concern over the statewide number of coronavirus cases has been a topic of discussion all over the state for the last couple of weeks. Ron Likens here with your WBON-TV Governor Report from yesterday.
During yesterday's COVID-19 update, Governor Andy Beshear announced the numbers continue to increase in the state.
And today's report is an example. We have 1,346 new positive cases of COVID-19. There's no backlog in that. That is today's numbers. That's not where we want to be right now. So we've got to stop this third escalation. But everybody ought to be concerned, and everybody ought to be doing the right thing. 171 of the 1,346 cases today are kids under 18. You want another reason? More kids are getting this. And with us not knowing about the full long-term impacts of this, let's mask up and let's knock our numbers down so there are fewer kids that have to go through this. Brings our total number of cases since the beginning to 83,013. Today, we have lost 7 additional Kentuckians.
With the governor recommending everyone get tested for COVID-19, locally one clinic continues to offer free drive-up testing. Marissa Hempel explains.
The White House Clinics does offer free drive-up testing. Thursday the 15th, you can visit the Berea Folk Center, Irvin at Ravenna Park, or McKee at McKee Baptist Church, all from 9 to 5:30 p.m. On Friday, October 16th, you can go to Richmond at the White House Clinic location or Lancaster at the Garrett County Health Department, where no appointment is necessary and testing is available for all ages. I'm Marissa Hempel.
From the Channel 9 newsroom, I'm Ron Likens.
After a couple of days in the orange, Estill County back in the red today of the current incidence rate. Again, being in the red means you're at a critical point with 25% of your population per 100,000 people. That's the average daily cases based on the previous 7 days. Estill County yesterday was in the orange at 24.3, back in the red today at 27.3, so a 3% increase of the current incidence rate for Estill County. And again, if you've been following along, Estill County football has had quite a tough time trying to find games to be played, and this only will hurt that as we go over the next few weeks and get closer to the postseason. Other counties like Madison County also increasing today. Madison County still in the orange as they go up from 17.5% up to 18.9%. Jackson County remains in the orange at 15%. Clay County goes from 21.5%. They're up in the red at 26.6%. And Fayette County remains in the orange. They've actually went back up to 16.4%. And Clark County remains in the yellow at 7.9%. They actually had a decrease from their current incidence rate of yesterday. Madison County reported 16 new cases yesterday, bringing that county total up to 2108. And there are 341 active cases, a big drop-off from yesterday's active cases battling the virus at home. There are 6 hospitalizations, so 347 active cases of COVID-19 in Madison County. Folks, listen here. Do your part. Let's try to, again, limit the spread of this coronavirus and keep everybody safe and Trust me, I'm a big sports fan. I want to continue to see our local sports teams out there. We'll have high school football for you here on WBON TV tomorrow. Madison Central will take on GRC in a big district game. Madison Southern will take on West Jessamine. Both those games will stream live here on WBON TV. And then we'll have Estill County for you on WRV as they take on Garrett County. Folks, stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place, for your daily community briefing, live on 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV, Channel 9.